Good evening all. Ira Epstein of Linn and Associates with your SPDR ETF wrap-up for this Monday, the 21st of June 2021. Now before I get too far along, you're going to see a circle up here during the course of this video. I'm holding my live What's Up webinar, and that'll be this coming Wednesday. I'll open the room 12:15 p.m. Central Time. It will start promptly at 12:30. It goes to approximately 20-minute period and answer as many questions as I can. The quicker you get the questions in, the quicker I can screen them. And I do want to do that so I can get charts set up and everything for that. It really helps it move along. So that's the type of help I want. There's no charge for it. I know that last time a lot of you weren't able to see the charts. That'll be fixed this time. We found out what it was. It was human error, mine, not Zoom. Zoom did the job right. At first I thought I did something, maybe Zoom was wrong. It was me. As I said, I got Swiss cheese. So let's talk about, I laugh at it, but it's fun. Today was a day I felt great. We had a dinner party last night, Father's Day and all, and people were asking me, I said, you're going to see the market rally tomorrow. I said, it's got all the feelings early in the evening as the markets were open. I said, they're trying to extend some of this. It's probably going to make lower low and come back. And I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we see in the spiders and the ETFs that happen in a number of markets. And all that I was really saying is tomorrow we have the FOMC chair, the Fed chair, if you will. He's the head of the Monetary Policy Committee also, going in front of Congress to explain the pandemic, where the Fed's at with their monetary policy. Now, I think there was some mixed messages going on from last Wednesday through Friday, as the Fed chair was saying they're beginning to talking about when they're going to taper. And then Mr. Bullard, a non-voting member, but a point man, I think, for the chair, said, he's opened the door. We're ready to start talking. Well, that got the market scared as can be. You know that. And you saw the market fall on Thursday, Friday. And that was part of, oh my gosh, what's going on? Now, here's the reality of it. You're going to get different people coming out and saying, well, they're going to begin in serious cutting back the tapering. They'll probably do it at Jackson Hole. I don't know that that's right or wrong. The Fed's got two sets of data, actually three before Jackson Hole. It's got July and August, and if I'm right, he's going to get the first part of September data. What if it's not good? There's a lot of assumptions. The Fed said it's data dependent. We know there are members that are hawkish. It's too much. We don't have to keep the money going. And we have others that are looking at the data going, look at how uneven it is. Why do you think we don't have to keep the money coming? We'll see. So it's a state of flux, but a discussion as to now when it begins is on the table, being the tapering. Tomorrow might be an enlightening day. When I take a look at ARK, which we know likes low interest rates, the market has acted great. It had its washout. It's come back up. You've got a pattern with today of higher lows, higher highs. Today set that pattern. And that's because it was an outside day to the upside. Now, if you take out today's low, which was 116.52 on Tuesday or Wednesday, it spells trouble for the chart right away. If you do that, you often fall back to the key moving average if there's one under the market. Well, you'd be under, in this case, the 200-day average, probably going back to 113.88. When we were coming up, I said, be careful, this 200-day average is often an important number. It's acting as resistance. And then you were able to couple it with the resistance of the upper Bollinger Band. So now you're stuck between those two. You are pushing out on it, and there's another creature waiting for you here, the 123.29 and the 100-day. But everything is still in the bull camp. I want to make that ultra clear. And are we going to embed? That could be the rescue part. Both numbers today finished over 80. Both numbers were over 80 on Friday, and both numbers were over 80 on Thursday. We have embedded. So I'm looking now at something even better than this. Until the red line closes back under 79, it's at 91.19, I think the pros are going to be aggressive buyers on the break, looking to bust through that upper Bollinger Band on a quick move to see if they can get to the 100-day average. We'll see if I'm right or wrong. BBEU, basically down to the lower band one time and a bounce. There's a gap here that's probably going to be filled. I'd be looking for that, but it's not a trading pattern of any type. PAVE, and I removed the extra PAVE. Lower high, lower low. You've heard me over and over and over. I'm a broken record. The combination of a Bollinger Band, be it a 100 or a 200-day average, is very, very important. It's often, I can't use the word always because it wouldn't be accurate, but it's often a spot where you will see the shorts don't want to handle that anymore. AMC, I'm still questioning their business, and I know I was watching Kramer tonight on it too. And what was he said? It's a $27 billion business at this, but again, we can't figure out what their real business is. I do like the fact that he, not I, he mentioned that there's a move underfoot to get that they're asking the studios to let the movie theaters get the first runs 2 weeks before they're brought out on cable. That would be a good compromise and certainly a boon for them because they need it. Now, obviously, it's not the same thing as having a movie a month before it gets into that type of release. But at that point, the revenues fall anyways, and the studios can pick up those revenues on cable. Maybe it brings more product and a reason back in. You know, that's a good compromise. Having owned the theater, I understood that. Semiconductor. You got up to the upper band, now you're stuck right here. You probably got resistance at these 2 points. We know that Congress is trying to get something done, but we know that they are having a heck of a time getting anything done. President Biden has not reached across the table yet to say, okay, you're willing to give $1 trillion. I wanted $1.7 trillion. Let's meet at 1, 2, 1, 1, whatever a number. No, that's not happening. It's not just a number. How are you coming up with the number? He doesn't want to tax America by putting on a graduated gasoline tax. Why not? It hits everybody fairly. Fairly. Everybody pays for gasoline one way or the other, be it an Uber, be it a cab, be it whatever it is. Why not? What's wrong with that? So there's a long way to go is my point. Is this going to have to make an end run around all the Republicans and see if they can get the votes needed in the Senate? I doubt they will. That would be sort of suicide for any Republican voting like that with midterms coming down the road. I don't know. I think a compromise is the only way to really get it done. Just make it a smaller bill. PAVE, right into the 100-day average, that number. Do you actually, now that President Biden is back, want to be playing the short side? Just think of the logic. It fell while he was out of town hard. He's back. Now it's back in play. To me, that's the logic. ESGU, you're stuck in these sideways action of the Bollinger Band without a trend. XLE, well, this market has to be looking at crude, which nothing stops the rally. And I know people are talking $100 a barrel. Okay, you know, OPEC is controlling everything right now. I doubt they want to do that, but okay, whenever the market gets bullish, people start overshooting where they think the market will go. I said I think the mid-70s for Brent is high. We'll see if I'm right or wrong, but that's what I think. And I'm not a bear. I'm not talking $50 to a break. I just think it's going to try to find a home in the high 60s to the low 70s now. EFA, the emerging markets, lower high, lower low. This was the area that I think the shorts came out. Do you want to stay short under a Bollinger Band? No. You want to stay long over a Bollinger Band? No. That's what I think's going on. Oversold, downtrend, but hit its targets. Market's got to come up and get away from being oversold to attract, I think, new money in it. In the gold, we had a huge break in the market, as you can see, as the marketplace went into hysteria over the concept of higher interest rates and what it would mean for gold. So you had 3 days in a row of deep break, and now you're pulling back into the Bollinger Band in an oversold area. This means to go up, there is a gap in this chart. And that gap's all the way up here. Let me show it to you. Right here at 171.03. Markets like to fill gaps. So if you were to say to me, what could be a rally point into there, and that's still shy of the 200-day average, you first have to clear the 100. There's nothing bullish on the chart. Gold miners, same thing, trying to fill that. I'd be surprised if you have an easy time getting beyond the 200-day, but the first resistance is here. You're embedding. Everything's bearish in this chart too. Nothing is bullish. TLT, up and over the upper Bollinger Band, so long. And this was when you started extending it, was actually on Thursday. Friday, I'm looking at the market going, oh yeah, and bingo. And we did our weekend review, right? And I wasn't in favor. I think the pros got out of that market. Period. Out. So long. FXE. Okay. If the dollar's up and this is down, are we going to embed here? We did, I think. Let's see. How many days do we have of a settlement under 20? I know here both numbers are under 20. Gee, both under 20 the day before, both under 20. So you've done it. Until the red line closes over 21, I expect that in gaps in here, the pros to be trying to sell this market if given the opportunity. Again, we're going to have our What's Up live webinar. You click on the icon right here. It's going to be Wednesday. You have to register for it. There'll not be anything else you do. Register. Your invite comes back to you with the link, your password. You're in. It's free. You got your seat. But show up around 12:15. It's a scramble. It's like when the music stops at 12:15, when I open it 10 minutes later, there may not be a seat for you. Even though you're registered, we don't allow more registrants, but we over-register. So just like in airlines, we count on some of you not attending. We want our seats to be as full as possible. I'm Ira. You have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.